Hey, welcome to another video. I'm Mark Stevens. This is the No State Project channel, and I'm glad that you're back answering the real questions here. Who is the bigger steaming pile of crap? The twice impeached former president of the United States, Donald Trump, or the current governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo? But before I get to that, make sure you subscribe to the No State Project channel. I'm going to be doing at least a few videos every month. Hopefully things go all right. We'll be doing even more. And if there's something that you would like to see me talk about, put it in the comments. They're definitely encouraged. So let's get to it. Who is a bigger piece of crap? The twice impeached former president of the United States, Donald Trump, or Andrew Cuomo? So the first thing is, I'm only going to be using two categories of metrics to determine who is the bigger piece of crap. And that is going to be sexual allegations and COVID-19. Now, both, I'll tell you right off the bat, when it comes to numbers, when it comes to Donald Trump, numbers that no one has ever seen before. No one could even imagine such numbers. So let's keep that in mind. So both of them have had so many sexual complaints against them, or allegations, that they both have separate Wikipedia pages. So here's the twice impeached former president of the United States. It is extensive. I mean, there is a lot going back decades here. So there's quite a bit. It is very impressive. Again, numbers no one's ever seen. No one could even imagine numbers like this. And, of course, Andrew Cuomo has, and a lot of these are fairly recent, Andrew Cuomo has his own here. So we know that Andrew Cuomo has 9. There are 9 allegations of sexual harassment, whereas Donald Trump has 26. However, Donald Trump, he does set himself apart from his competitor there, Andrew Cuomo, in that Donald Trump has serious rape allegations against him. Not just sexual assault, but rape allegations. So with Donald Trump, one of the rape allegations was someone who alleged that they were 13 at the time. So we've got 26 rape and sexual assault allegations against the Donald Trump, but we have 9 sexual assault allegations against Cuomo, but no rape allegations that we know of at this time. That no rape allegations have been reported. So it's not looking good for who the bigger steaming pile of crap is. Just so far, and I've only just touched on things. Touched. That's funny. So there's another defining factor here that separates Donald Trump from the current governor of New York, and that is, that's right, the Jeffrey Epstein connection. And yep, there he is with Epstein again. Knew him for a number of years, and you've probably heard this before, but this is not something we have any reports of Andrew Cuomo saying about Jeffrey Epstein. Terrific guy, said Trump. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them on the younger side. And that Trump's name appears on the flight log for Epstein's plane. Also, there are 14 numbers in Epstein's address book. 14 separate phone numbers for Donald Trump. I don't think it was ever reported that Andrew Cuomo, was one of the contacts. So it could be. I don't know. I'm talking, it's just, we don't know. Things, once something like this comes out, but, then there tends to be more. So if the Epstein, just that, we know there's more, but we know that U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta showed poor judgment when giving, so he basically gave a sweetheart deal. The man was not having to go to actual prison, but he went to jail, didn't stay there all day, only did about a year, if that, and gave blanket immunity to co-conspirators, unnamed co-conspirators, where could be one of our contestants. Trump, of course, elevated Acosta and appointed him to be the Secretary of Labor And when the Epstein news came out, it turned, he wound up resigning. So nothing like this with Andrew Cuomo. So it's not looking too good for the twice impeached former president. So let's go to our second metric, and that's going to be COVID. Now, we know that the twice impeached president downplayed it. He admitted to downplaying it, said it was a Democrat hoax, said it was just the flu, even admitted to Bob Woodward that even though in private he knew it was not just the flu, publicly he said it was the flu. And having the pulpit that he does and the influence that he did it as the president, impeached or not, caused a serious pushback, and where people were not wearing masks, they weren't socially distancing, and they were gathering in large groups. Trump himself had many, many rallies, and there were hardly anybody with masks there. So there are plenty of times that have been reported where Trump deliberately downplayed the severity of the virus and comparing it to the flu, saying that the outbreak would be temporary. It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It'll disappear. Not true. Not true. So, no matter how many people were dying, how many thousands of people were dying every single day, he continued to downplay it, which led to over 500,000 premature deaths. Over 500 premature deaths because one man with the pulpit that he had influenced so many millions of people. Seems pretty clear. So let's take a look at, well, New York. You can't say that the 48,000 deaths in New York are all the Cuomo. We do know that Cuomo has his own problems. And unlike Trump, who accepts no responsibility whatsoever, Cuomo, at least just like with the sexual assault allegations, Cuomo does admit some wrongdoing. He admits that he made an error, but so here we've got Cuomo admitting he made an error, but still defending delaying the release of data on COVID-19 deaths at long-term care facilities. It's not known whether or not these led to deaths. Okay, yeah, so it's not known yet whether what Cuomo did by not releasing the data, if that led to more deaths or not. So that's not known. It may come out. It may come out with more research, right? But if we were to just use raw numbers, the total deaths in New York were 48,000. Even if we gave that all to everyone to Cuomo and only 500,000, I think it's still pretty clear who the winner is here. So with what we got just on these two metrics, I think it's pretty easy to see who the biggest piece of crap is between these two people. Obviously, the twice impeached former president of the United States with 26 rape and sexual assault, which he admits, and he admits there's an audio admission of grabbing women by the crotch. He's got a connection to Epstein. They were friends at least at one time. And, we can say that 543 premature deaths can be attributed to his recklessness by, downplaying the severity of the virus. Whereas, Andrew Cuomo, another piece of garbage, 9 sexual assaults, no rape charges we know of. He admits some wrongdoing, has no known Epstein connections, and has not enough evidence to show that his dishonest actions led to deaths. But even if they did, we can show over 500,000 more deaths can be attributed to, yes, biggest steaming pile of crap between the two, Donald Trump, the twice impeached former president of the United States. So there it is. Biggest steaming pile of crap, and probably one of the worst people in modern history, because not too many other people can where you can show that over 500,000 premature deaths can be directly related to their actions. But downplaying what he admits privately was a deadly virus it's quite something. To me, it's open and shut. Both pieces of crap, but man, Donald Trump is monumentally more of a piece of crap than someone like Andrew Cuomo. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. And if there's something else that you would like me to discuss here on the channel, then leave me a comment and I will get to that. And until next video, salud.